had someone comment in my last video and said, you know, oh, that's for white women. Black women are trying to be like white women all of a sudden. Now we want to live how white women live. We're trying to copy these white women, and that's not true. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shameka if you are new here, and if you're joining us for the first time, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button, click the bell so you can be notified every time I post, and make sure you leave a comment down below. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about what is a soft life and why are black women attracted to it in 2022. So if you haven't seen my recent video, I'll post it here, where I spoke about being ghetto fabulous or being a soft black woman. So I had a couple comments in that video saying how that the soft life, or the soft life as it pertains to black women, is not real and that it's an illusion. It's something that has kind of been made up. It's this fantasy that has been created to have something trend and have people be attracted to something, but it's not actually a real thing. What I want to talk about today is I want to talk about the what. I want to talk about what is soft life and what it means to me, because I believe that the term soft life is a subjective term. It may not mean what it means to me. It may not mean that same thing to you, and vice versa. So I do believe that the term is subjective, but by me posting that video and by me never clarifying what I believe a soft life is, I think people were able to input and say their own interpretation and kind of debunk what I meant when I spoke about a soft life. So that's why I think it's important for me to talk about what I feel a soft life is in this video and clearly define what the term means to me. And then I want to talk about the why. I want to talk about why it's trending. Why as black women are we attracted to this lifestyle? What is it about this that is making us have the desire to live a soft life in 2022? Just jumping right into the video, I'm going to start off with the what, and that is what is a soft life and what that means to me. So for me, a soft life means that you are living a stress-free, peaceful life. You are not giving your time and energy to things that don't serve you and don't help elevate your lifestyle. You are not attracting to things that bring you negativity. In fact, you know how to ignore them things and not give your time and energy to them. For me, a soft life means not allowing things that don't serve you any purpose or help benefit you and those around you in any type of way. It means that you're not giving your energy and your time to those things. You're not being consumed and sucked into negativity. That's what a soft life means to me. You know, you're waking up every day and you're choosing peace and you're choosing harmony, and you're not letting the small things that don't really matter affect you, affect your attitude, affect your outlook on life. Your main goal in every interaction with every human is laughter, peace, joy, happiness, smile, all the good things in life. You don't really want to entertain anything that's negative that does not need to be entertained. You pay that stuff dust. I'm gonna pay you dust. Like, get into it with the clerk at the grocery store, I'm gonna pay you dust. Arguing with girls over there, I'm gonna pay you dust. That stuff gets paid dust. You pay that no mind. So in order to have a soft life, and I know y'all tired of me saying this, y'all probably tired of me bringing this up, but I'm gonna always advocate for therapy. I believe, especially as an African American woman, in order to have a soft life, you need to go to therapy. You need to heal from your past traumas. You need to heal from your past experiences. You need to find out your triggers so that they can't trigger you anymore, or that you're at least able to identify them. So for me, having a soft life, it has nothing to do with skin tone. Although I'm speaking from an African American standpoint, it has nothing to do with being light skin or dark skin. It has nothing to do with the luxury items that you're able to buy yourself. For me, a soft life is all about an individual's time and energy. What do you put your energy and your time into? I think when speaking about a soft life as well, I believe that it does require for you to have some type of self-reflection and therapy, because if you don't know what your triggers are, then you will never be able to live a soft life. All of the little negative things that come up through daily life always have some sort of a negative impact on you if you're not able to identify your triggers and not let things that don't mean anything bother you and throw off the course of your day or throw off the course of your week. So everything is about perception, and I think that social media has made us to believe that Well, this is what someone said in my comments, and I'm going to speak on it a little bit because I do believe it to be a bit true. Social media will make you believe that having a soft life means that you have luxurious items or that you vacation in the most tropical places. And I don't find that to be true. Although, you know, I would love to be on an island somewhere right now sipping me a lemon drop or a mojito, but that's not what makes my life soft. You know, you could be on vacation in Greece, in Santorini, and you know, not be living softly because of all the things that are going on in your head, all the things that you are giving your energy to. You could be in Greece cursing out the waiter because they brought out your food cold. You could be on vacation in the most beautiful place in the world and still have ugly, nasty, angry energy. It's not about where you are or what you have on. It's all about the energy that's within inside you. The fact of the matter is, if you ask me, you can have a soft life living in a 1-bedroom. You do not need to vacation to Cancun or wear the most expensive designer pieces to live a soft life. Having a soft life is more so about everything that people can't see. It's about the energy that you have and the aura that you have within yourself. It's not about the tangible things that we can touch and see and buy and have access to. It's about everything that's intangible. Living a soft life for me means being assertive but not aggressive, being solution oriented. Ultimately, knowing how to de-escalate situations. If something is going wrong, if there's some type of altercation happening in your life, rather than lighting a match and throwing lighter fluid on the situation and making it bigger than what it is, you know how to de-escalate all things and keep things peaceful. So when I think about the life that I want to live, the soft life that I envision for myself, it's deeply rooted in the matriarch that I want to be in my family. It's deeply rooted in me being kind, compassionate, loving, gentle. When I close my eyes and I picture the future and I see me as that matriarch that I envision for myself, I can't see what I'm wearing. I don't know what I have on. I don't know what those around me have on. That's not what I envision. I envision the energy. I see the smiles. I see the laughter. I see the genuine happiness. I don't see any labels. I don't see any foreign cars or anything like that. But what I do see is a huge house. But that's another conversation for another day. So now let's get into the second portion of the video, which is the why. Why are black women in 2022 attracted to this idea of a soft life, this idea of being feminine, this idea of being soft? What is it about this movement that has everyone talking about it? To just give us a simple answer to the question, I think the reason a lot of people are attracted to the idea of a soft life, especially us African American women, is because of social media. And with the rise of social media, we have access to be able to see what a soft life actually looks like, or how people want to perceive it to be. Because again, it's all about perception, and we only know what people choose to post. You can have a woman who you idolize on social media and she's living the epitome of what you believe to be a soft life, but in the background she could be being physically, emotionally, and mentally abused. So it's all about perception. But from what it looks like on the outside looking in, to someone who never really desired to have a soft life until this year, I can say that having a soft life it looks to be happy, it looks to be peaceful, it looks to be genuinely stress-free, and that's what makes everybody attracted to it and want to tap into that space. I had someone comment in my last video and said, you know, oh, that's for white women. Black women are trying to be like white women all of a sudden. Now we want to live how white women live. We're trying to copy these white women, and that's not true. That's not true. I can say that white women are, personally for me, who I have seen live a soft life when you talk about the majority. And just being honest, whether you're white or black, the women that I see who are living a soft life, they generally just seem to be happier. They seem to be more confident in themselves. They seem to have more success in life. They seem to have peace within themselves and within who they are. As society, for black women, I guess the contrary to saying how old white women live a soft life, the saying for black women is that you're a strong black woman. Like, you can take this, you got it, you can take anything, you can handle anything. And as someone who does consider herself a strong black woman, I speak for most of us when I say that gets tiring. Who wants to be strong all the time? Do you know how much energy it takes to be strong? How much dedication, and just it takes a lot of strength to be strong. I think we throw around that strong black woman term so loosely, and we don't really realize what it actually takes to be a strong black woman. So yes, as a black woman who sees that, oh, you can be strong. I'm not any weaker than I was prior to embarking on this journey. If anything, I am stronger, but I just know how to harness my power in a different way. There's nothing wrong with being strong, like I was saying, but ultimately we can't lie and act like stress doesn't wear you down. Being a strong black woman, it comes with being stressed. It comes with being tired. I think that the soft life aesthetic or idea is attractive because I never knew that that was an option. I always thought that as a black woman who has been born and raised in the hood, the only option was to be a strong black woman. I didn't know that I could be soft and I could rest in my femininity and I could be gentle and I could be kind. Those are not the options that were presented to me within society, and as far as what I was able to see in terms of the matriarchs in my family. Thankfully, social media has allowed us to be able to get a glimpse into one another's lives, and by way of social media we've been able to look into the lives of white women and see that okay, that's how they live. Oh, you can live like that. That's an option. That there's another path. You don't necessarily have to just be strong. Back in the day, you know, we really didn't know how white women were living. We knew that they probably lived in better homes, they dressed better, they ate better foods and all of those things. But social media has really given us the chance to look into another person's life. Look into not only where they live, what they eat, how they dress, but how they interact, how they're feeling, how they're handling life, how they're handling real life situations. We're actually able to see what their role in their family is. The way that we get to look into one another's lives is unprecedented. And so obviously through looking and seeing, oh, this is how, and I hate to keep saying white women, but that's the comparison that was made, so I'm just going to continue to go back to that. And we can't act like white women are not the poster child for soft and femininity. So when you have someone who you're following on social media who is of Caucasian descent, of course it's going to make you a little curious and a little intrigued. This is how she is with her husband, and this is the type of mother she is with her children. It's just refreshing because that's not what we see. We only see what's in front of us. We only see how we were raised and how our aunts and our uncles and our dads and our grandmothers, how they did their raising. So to be able to see other options, other methods, other ways to handle things, it's just refreshing. And of course, if you're someone like me who has always been a little bit different, always wanted something different, always desired something different, didn't know what it was, I couldn't see it and I couldn't touch it, but it was just something different that I wanted for myself. So to be able to see what some of the other options there are out there through social media, yes, it has made me want to tap into other spaces, because the space that I was born into was never the space that I was comfortable being in, if that makes sense. So for example, we all know the sandals, the Birkenstocks. I'll put a picture of the Birkenstocks right here. There's so many different variations of Birkenstocks now, but Birkenstocks are the original sandal. And I feel like when Birkenstocks first came out, it was nothing but white women wearing Birkenstocks. Maybe, you know, white men as well, but white people wore Birkenstocks. Black people didn't wear Birkenstocks. Like, what we wearing that for? But I feel like as a society, especially with social media, because us black people have been oppressed for so long, we've been excluded for so long from the finer things in life, I think that now that we have social media and we're able to see, okay, she has those sandals on, I like those, they're cute, what are those? And we're going out to actually buy them, and just being able to kind of feel like we're not excluded or we're not left out on something, that something isn't solely reserved for white people. I think that's where we get that whole desire to have things that are not, or probably would not be available to us or accessible for us. That's where we get that desire from. Okay, you're not really looking at it like, oh, she's white, and well, I guess you kind of are. You're looking at it like she's white and she has this, but she's not the only woman who can have this. I can have it as well, because now we, you know, we don't have slavery and we have equal opportunity. We can go in the store and buy what they have or go shop where they shop. So I think it's just more so about feeling like certain things are not off limits to you. You know, you can have access to the same things that the white people have access to, although they've always been made to be better or look better or think they're better. You're not better because I can do that too. I think that's kind of the mentality behind it. Even though it may not be the main surface level reality of the situation, I think deep down and underneath everything, that's the kind of little feeling that we have, is that, oh, if they can do it, I can do it too. I think it's more so about showing that nothing is off limits to us as African American women. We can't be excluded from anything. And do I think that that's the right way to go about everything in life? Obviously not. Obviously you don't want to just do something you see somebody else doing because they doing it. But in certain circumstances, I don't feel like that's necessarily a bad thing. But I think, you know, when you talk about living a soft life and femininity, if that means being happier, more calm, more peaceful, and stress-free, then I think we're headed in the right direction. I think regardless if you want to say we're copying white women, or we want to be like white women, or we're trying to act white, I think regardless of any of that, being able to rest in your femininity and live a softer lifestyle does no harm to anyone. As long as you're not trying to live a luxurious lifestyle that is not within your means, I don't see why trying to live a soft life as a black woman has received such a negative response from some people. I think as long as living a soft life and resting in your femininity as an African American woman is implemented in the right way, then I think we're making progress as a society. I think it's going to start small. So it starts with the individual, and you change your life, and then that pours over into your children and your relationship that you have with the father of your children, and then that in turn pours into just so many other different avenues and aspects of African American culture. So I don't really see anything wrong with it. I think that it'll be a positive impact for us as a whole, as a society. So like I said, if living a soft life not only benefits myself, but it benefits my family and the community, that's all that really matters, and the generational changes that will follow. I don't think it matters neither here nor there where the ideal or the lifestyle emerged from, or who was doing it first. It's just about the positive changes that will follow. I guess in conclusion, I would just say that yes, we may have gotten the inspiration from white women to live a softer life and to be more feminine, but that doesn't mean we want to be them. That doesn't mean we want to be white. There is not a bone in my body that has a desire to be a white woman. Do you see me? I speak for everybody when I say this who's on the same journey as me, who has the same thought process as me in terms of being a more feminine woman. The goal of living a soft life or being more feminine is just so that I can feel better about myself and my loved ones can feel better about me. It starts really, really small, but with the changes that I've decided to make in terms of living a softer life and being more feminine, they will hopefully stay in my family for generation to generation to generation. And I'm just so excited that I've been able to plant the seed, you know, because I understand the comparison, but the results are so amazing that the benefit outweighs the petty comparison of, oh, you're trying to be like a white woman or you want to be white. So leave me a comment down below, guys, and let me know, what does living a soft life mean to you? What does being feminine mean to you? I feel like the term is subjective, as I said earlier, so this is just my interpretation of it all. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know your interpretation of everything. I love you guys, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.